Hello and welcome to Sunset Seekers. We're so glad that you could join us. We've recently been challenged to take part in a video series where we answer 10 questions about our RV lifestyle, and we pass that challenge on to another channel to kind of get their take on those same 10 questions. And it's kind of a fun way to pass the time and just kind of forget about everything, all the craziness that's going on in the world right now. And so we were glad to participate. We were challenged by While We Work. They're one of our favorite RV channels on YouTube. And they're a wonderful family out of California. They do campground reviews, recipes, tips and tricks, and some product reviews. And we want to encourage you to check out their channel. They have some wonderful content that we know that you'll love. Well, it seems like the coronavirus has turned the world upside down, and we just wanted to let our subscribers know that Christy and I are doing well. We still have our jobs, at least for the moment. We have our health. But more importantly, we wanted to let you know that we're praying for you. We pray blessings over everyone that watches our channel, regardless of whether or not you are a subscriber. And we just want to encourage you that this too shall pass. And we want to let you know that each and every one of you are in our thoughts and prayers.
Absolutely.
But moving on, we want to get on with the top 10 RV question challenge, starting with question number 1. And are you ready?
You want me to ask you?
Yeah. Okay, question number 1 is...
What's the number one thing you would change about your RV?
Well, I know for me, I would like for the bedroom to be a little bit bigger.
I agree. It's a little difficult to walk into the bedroom and into the bathroom and onto the other side of the bedroom to make the bed.
Well, we actually have one of those beds that's you push a little button and it raises up. I mean, it kind of looks like an adjustable bed, but it's really not. It's just for the purpose of making space, so you can walk through the bedroom because it kind of connects to the bathroom, and so. But the bedroom is really small. I mean, there is no walkway at the foot of the bed. No. You cannot walk around the foot of the bed. So that's one thing I would change about our RV. How about you?
I would change, we have a hutch in the kitchen, if you want to call it a hutch. And it's super tall, so it's not very short person friendly. And so it's got a lot of storage availability, but no cabinets, no cabinet doors. And so for me, I would love some cabinet doors on there so I could actually use the space. It's just kind of there right now.
I can see how that'd be a problem. I never thought about that. That was, that's not even a thought that crossed my mind.
Well, and the thing is they put cabinet doors on the very top, which are great for you, but I can't reach it.
Right.
So that's one thing I would change.
All right, question number 2. Let's see. What's the one thing that you did not expect when you purchased your RV?
Honestly, the only thing I can come up with is that I would enjoy camping as much as I do. The one and only time I went camping, I was 10, and we tent camped with my grandparents. And
not a fun experience.
And that determined that I was not a camper. So, it's more fun than I ever thought it would be.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm glad. Well, I think the one thing that surprised me the most was that just all the expenses, all of the other things, the extra expenses that went along when we purchased our RV. I mean, we spent a ton of money when we...
Because we actually had to furnish
furnishing everything. It was like, all the stuff that we had to buy to go along with our RV. And I'm not talking just about the essentials like, the sewer hoses and the 50 amp cord and all that kind of stuff, but all the other things just to go along with it. We spent a lot more money than we thought we ever would. But,
right. Number 3, you ready?
Yes, number 3.
What was the deciding factor on purchasing our RV?
Well, by the time Christy and I had purchased our RV, we had toured literally hundreds and hundreds of RVs. So we pretty much knew what was good quality when we walked into an RV and what wasn't.
Absolutely.
I mean, we could tell because we'd seen that many RVs. And the RV that we ended up with... we just instantly knew when we saw it that it was such better quality than everything else that we had been looking for in our price range. And it had extra things that we couldn't find in our price range. It had auto leveling, which was a big sell for me. That was a really big deal for me. I mean, my rig, I push a button, it levels itself. One button. I think that's so freaking awesome. And then it also had the chairs in it,
the entertainment
what do you call
chairs,
it?
The theater
seating.
Yes,
with the
massage
right.
and the heat and What else? Was
Just
that
things
it?
like that. I mean, and what just the way that it was, just the interior.
It looked more high end than
did,
even the one
yes.
that we had our heart set on. Actually,
Yeah,
you know,
and we did have our heart set on one, and it was one that, you know,
it was nice.
It was nice,
but
and
it
was another Forest River product, and it matched the colors of my truck a lot better. My truck is like a maroonish red kind of color, and this trailer would have gone perfect with that. But we ended up with a blue and gray trailer. So I mean, it was just. But we knew instantly when we went in, it was just that good a quality. So.
All right, number 4. What's your favorite camping meal? My favorite camping meal is anything that Mike cooks outside. Because I cook at home, which is not a complaint. I love cooking.
She's a great cook too, by the way. Excellent cook.
Thank you, baby. But anything that we can cook outside, I love. I don't care if it's burgers every single day, every single meal. I just love being outside there at the campsite.
Well, I think for me, it's cheeseburgers. I mean, or just hamburgers, because I mean, there's something that's so. It's just that smell of hamburgers on the grill that just. It's just a nostalgic kind of smell. It reminds me of it just reminds me of camping. That's just a smell that just brings me back. It's kind of like bacon in the morning. For breakfast.
Yes.
Well, cheeseburgers has that same kind of. It just.
Right.
That's just the smell that you want to smell when you're camping. I'm sorry. It just is.
We're simple cooks, though. We eat the same thing every camping trip, pretty much.
All the way. Yes, cheeseburgers all the way. Okay.
So, all right, number 5. What is your must-see destination?
Well, that's kind of a tough one for me because I don't really have a must-see destination.
I don't really either. Everything. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many places. We're planning on going to Scotland next year, which is a trip that I've been wanting to go for many, many years. But so, that's something I've always wanted to do, is to go to Europe and stuff. But there are so many places in the United States of America that I would love to see and go and tour in our RV. And, I think my best answer to that question would be just someplace we haven't been already.
Yeah.
Whether it's close by here in the state of Texas, or whether it's, Moab or...
I would love to go to the Northwest. Washington, oh my goodness, Oregon, those, just different scenery than what we're used to in East Texas. I love East Texas, however. And I don't think there's anything that can compare. But I believe that that's going to be just as beautiful, if not a little bit more, in a different way.
I think it would be kind of cool to see some more. I mean, we went to Peladero Canyon, which is at least my favorite state park that we've been to. It's certainly my favorite state park in the state of Texas. But I think it would be cool to go to Arizona and see some more desertous type of climates. What's the next one?
Number 6. What's your favorite thing about RVing?
Definitely campfires. Campfires and just exploring, like hiking, just being out in nature is, that's just what I love.
I think one of the favorite things for me is it's not scheduled. It's not an agenda-driven trip that we go on. I love not having a schedule of we have to get up at this time, we have to do this, we have to do that. It's not like that camping, and I love that, just being out there. All right, so number 7. What's your least favorite thing about RVing?
Well, it's one of two things. I don't like dumping my tanks. I don't like doing the sewer.
But thank you so much for doing that for me, because I'm not gonna go use the public facilities. Not that I'm too good for them, but the tent camping was the first and only experience that I ever want to do that. So that's the reason we have Wilma.
I kind of wanted to come up with an original answer, but I've heard this answer and I can totally relate to this because it's the way I feel too. Probably the thing that I like least about camping is going home, packing up and going home.
Yeah. I think the least part, or the least, what was the question? The least favorite thing about RVing is getting there and back in the trailer to the spot.
Yeah.
We're working on that. We're getting better.
That's been a learning process.
But we're patient. We're learning patience. It's a virtue.
Well, what's really strange about that is that no matter how many times I've backed in my RV so far, I always feel like I'm out of practice when I get to the campground, because we're not full timers, we're vacationers, and we would go like
weekend warriors.
Probably
about once a month at least.
Once a month, we try to go on a camping trip once a month. But it
So-
seems like every time I get to the campsite, you know, I'm like, now how do I do this again? What way am I supposed to turn the wheel? I mean, okay, the rear the camper's going to go that way. You know, I mean, every single time. You know.
Yeah.
So we've gotten a little bit better about communicating with each
Yeah.
other when we go, and so.
But I don't feel too bad because from what I've heard from other people, they've got the same issue.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to know that we're not the only ones
That's
that
a challenge
are.
for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not the only married couple having that issue.
Definitely.
All right. You want to move on to number 8.
Number 8. Okay.
What is on your wish list for your next RV?
Definitely a toy hauler.
A specific kind of toy hauler.
Right.
Toy hauler.
Right. We've seen so many different toy hauler layouts that we just don't like. We just don't like the way they're laid out on the inside. We saw one RV that was a toy hauler that we really, really liked. And I would love to get a side-by-side one of these days.
But in that toy hauler, it was kind of like our fifth wheel.
Right.
I mean, the bedroom was now in the back, but it had everything. You didn't get gypped on your family seating or dining area or kitchen. None of that was gypped. But the bedroom was so cool because the back end flipped down and the bed moved up.
Right. I've never seen another fifth wheel like it.
And then
never seen another
toy would go
the
up
whole
under.
bedroom lifted up when
It was
you're
the
going
coolest
down
thing.
the road, and you actually park your side by side or toy or whatever underneath the bed. So the whole bedroom lifted up in the back, and so.
And it didn't look from the outside like a toy hauler either,
No, it
which
really
is what
didn't.
I liked.
It really didn't. I mean, it was awesome. But
It was awesome.
Yeah, if we were to get a toy hauler, I mean,
That's what I would want.
that's what we would want to get,
Yeah.
definitely.
All right, you ready for the next one?
What is the next one?
What's your favorite adult beverage at camp?
This one's easy for me. Yeah, I've got to have Miller High Life. I just love me some Miller High Life, and I know what yours is too. I can tell them what yours is.
Go ahead.
Hers is Messina Hoff. It's an Angel Riesling. It's a wine that she absolutely loves. That is her favorite adult beverage,
That's it.
hands down. There's
Hands
no
down.
question about either one of those. So.
All right.
That was an easy one to answer.
That was
yeah.
easy.
Okay.
All right, love.
Okay, let's do this again. The camera just quit for some reason. I don't know why. But
All right, baby.
question number 10.
Number 10. What's your favorite RV accessory?
Definitely camp chairs for me. There's nothing that enhances your camping experience more than a comfy chair.
Yeah. I like it too because I don't know what it is, but I like rocking, and they're little rockers.
Mm-hmm.
And sitting at the campfire, whether it's a cup of coffee in the morning or a glass of wine at night, just relaxing, I have to agree.
Well, I mean,
Yep.
there are all kinds of comfy chairs out there, but the ones that we got, we would definitely recommend to you. They're rocker chairs. We got them from Camping World.
And they've held up. It's been
they've been
3
very
years.
sturdy.
Yeah,
very sturdy. They held up well. They fold up. They're easy to store.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's definitely camp chairs would definitely be our favorite thing. Might yours too?
Excuse me. I was going to say firewood.
Firewood.
If we can't have a fire, I'm pretty sad. And when we were at Paladuro Canyon, of course,
That was a
we had
moment.
0 fire
That was
campfires.
that
And
was a bummer.
it seemed like something was hugely missing. We got to sit outside, of course, in our chairs, and that was great. But not having a campfire it just seemed like something was missing.
It was a bummer.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, so.
It was a great trip and everything, but
Yeah.
that was the one drawback to Paladuro Canyon.
Yeah.
And that happens often. They have what do we call them?
Bands, burn bands.
They have burn bands. That's the
Yeah.
word I was looking for. They have burn bands out there all the time. So that's something to note about Paladuro Canyon.
Pretty consistently, yeah.
Okay, well, that concludes our top 10 RV challenge,
Perfect.
our question challenge. And now we want to extend this challenge to 2 other channels. Our
Okay.
good friends, The Art of RVing,
Mark and Carrie.
Mark and Carrie, and Dude RV.
Dude.
RV. Now, these are both Texas channels, and that we hope that you will check them out. Now, if you want to have a good laugh and forget about the coronavirus for a while, then the Art of RVing is a great channel to check out. They do campground reviews, urban exploration type RV tours where they explore old RVs. And they also do comedy skits and impersonations of other YouTube channels. And we think that you'll find them to be very entertaining.
Yes.
Also, check out Dude RV. Dude RV has been everywhere. Have you heard that old John Kerry song?
Everywhere,
I've
man.
been
Yeah.
everywhere, man. That's Dude
That's
RV.
Dude.
That is Dude RV. He's been everywhere. He's been to just about every state park in the state of Texas, and he's been to other parts of the country as well.
Sure. Yep.
But he's hit a lot of Texas state parks, and in fact, oftentimes when we go to a state park, he's already been there. You know, we're
Right.
like, well, we're gonna make another video. I mean, but he does campground reviews. He tours the entire park on his scooter, which is pretty cool. So we know that you'll find his content to be very informative. So we want you to check that out. We have a link in the description below to all of these channels, including the channel that originally sent us the challenge, which is Why We Work. All of the links to those channels are in the description below. Now, if you're not a subscriber, we want to encourage you to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to follow along with us on all of our future journeys. Come along with us. Once again, we want to thank you for watching this video, and we want you to follow this challenge over to those other channels. Check out what their answers are to these questions, and we think you'll find it interesting. But once again, thank you for watching.
Thank you.